Alexa, set timer for 2 hours and hello everybody.
Hello timer. 2 hours. Starting now.
Hold on. Alexa, stop timer.
Hello timer cancelled.
Alexa, set timer for 2 hours.
2 hours. Starting now.
Alright, as I was trying to do, we'll finish off this. Also, if you hear a strange sound, that is the hoovering. So focus we are doing now is justice before compromise. We won't work across the aisle. Ooh, and why should we? Who wants to water down our necessary laws and policies just for the sake of patting ourselves on the back and that we worked for a few minority parties? It is unnecessary as we have strength to get things done by ourselves without the consultation of other parties. Moreover, the people explicitly elected to us to do these things, not any other party. They wanted a strictly PSD term, and they got it, and we will not deliver anything less than what they promised. I also found out Putin's actually independent. He's just supported by the United Russia Party, which we have a similar symbol to. Ascent to politics. Svetlana Selina was for once all smiles. Ivan Ivanovich Ivanov could hardly believe it himself. Even on the occasion they'd invite her onto the Radio Free Sitka political specials. Back in the old republic, she'd rarely done more in a way of warmth than occasional wan. What the hell? Occasional wan smile. That's a typing error. Now, however, she had been showing off her brightness 1,000 watts. Grins to the committee gathered in the front of her, and Ivanov couldn't help but admit it was feeling a little jealous. These people weren't even Selina's allies, for God's sakes. All technocrats and left-leaning to boot. What the hell was she expecting to accomplish? A series of handshakes and warm meals? His confusion was dispelled as the event formally commenced, as the technocrats laughed and gossiped in the way a typical boys. Stalina cleared her throat and said four words Ivanov had never anticipated coming from her mouth. I'm on your side. This was, to put it mildly, a surprise in the silence. Selina began her trademark laser-eyed focus on the key members of the room, sizing up each one in turn. She reiterated, I'm on your side, gentlemen. I know my party has had differences of opinion with you in the past. The issue of income redistribution, workers' rights, and the passage of so-and-so budget, that we are not and will never be totally in agreement. Stanley nodded to herself, actually convincing her conscience of something, but we are forming a new party now, one that balances dogma with reason. We will listen to all, and more importantly for you merry gentlemen, we will listen to you. All we ask for your partner is for your membership, and we can begin the real negotiations. I promise you, gentlemen, the world awaits, but you have to seize it first. Damn, that's impressive politicking. reinforce by unity. Learn that. And get some jet engines on the way. But soon we will march into the West Siberia, and it will be magnificent. Our agent in Yugorsk is doing its thing, spreading our ideology. There. Done that. Towards a sovereign future, it is time for the signature policy of the PSD to be unveiled, the National Sovereignty Act, which will change our diplomatic position forevermore. Strategic resources in Russia, such as oil, will be severely restricted from the international market, but this is not a protectionist act or one aimed at autarky. These limitations will be lifted for those with defensive ties with our republic. If one wishes to gain access to our bountiful resources, one must make arrangements with us, to assist our military development, and everybody wants these strategic materials. Germany increases naval presence in the Indian Ocean. Alright. Then we move on. The Kazakh civil war between the Socialist Republic of Kazakhstan under Zambuk Tashenev and the... I swear this happened before. And the Kazakh Social Soviet Republic led by Mikhail Solomentasev. That's different. I swear this has already happened before. Put you under here. Is that you training? You can stop training. You can start training. You can stop training. You can stop training. You can stop training. So everyone's trained well up there. Our regions are protected from German attack. We're fully unified with ideological centrism. Ethiopia destroys the Oromo. Got that. Now, as shining president, we have done it. People doubted the PSD would be exercise its authority in a peaceful, constructive, and democratic manner, but we have our agenda. Our agenda has been enacted entirely within the confines of the law, and with no extraordinary measure taken, and the will of the people have been respected to boot. This is a glorious victory for the democracy, showing that our great change can be accomplished within the system. Let's hope this convinces the population that our system is sustainable, strong, and well. So we net the decision to exert influence in Southern Urals, so basically invade, as a political power. Decision we can't do anymore. It's gone. Most of the Urals are, for all intents and purposes, gone. I still don't know how they're part of a Comic-Con. But anyway. Also we have market access with the US and the Federation of Karabakh and Uzbek people. Don't ask me how. Nosy bargain. So growled at her advisors fairly often. It was ought to be expected from one who took pride in her name as a Lady of Steel. Usually, this took the form of a mild snarl, accusation of incompetence, which was comparatively mild. Of the Republic's politics, it was of little consequence to the advisors. After she claimed that calmed down, she was usually more amiable and discussion, even if she remained reluctant to change her view on anything. Anger was common and easy to deal with. This, her natural calm, however, was not. Sonia looked at the senior staff of the Economic Bureau, calm, unsmiling, and totally impeccable. No, I will not. This is the end of the matter. I will not reconsider signing the Sovereignty Act under any circumstances. She flipped open a dossier, looking through it, contents as if her staff were simply not there. One of the advisors, a mid-level bureaucrat, made a mistake of speaking his thought. President Salina, with all due respect, the act will cripple our economic will and devour our private industry. I have been on the phone with worried corporate clients all week. Instantly, her gaze as scorching as the sun, while as measured in its touch, was upon him. With all due respect, I care not of the wit for you or of the corporate suits. My job and my heart lies with the country, and if they are to sell its treasure to those who cannot be trusted with it, well, may as well disband the army and lower our banners tomorrow. She turned to her papers with the rare vehemence. You are forgiven for your little transgression of your ignorance. Speak against me again, and I will ensure that privilege is stripped from you. Now leave. The advisor trembled and left. So soon will be the National Sovereignty Act. That will be interesting. The National Sovereignty Act. President Salina looked down once more at the bill, which laid out on her desk. The lines it covers sheet unmarred and blank. Its title was unassuring, a bureaucratic enthusiasm typical of law passed by the National Assembly in aid of a newly unified Western Russia. The National Sovereignty Act, the culmination of weeks of research, drafting, and committee votes, and the agreement strives yet towards the achievement of a sovereign Democratic Party's agenda of a strong, independent Russia. Within it was everything that she had advocated for on the campaign trail regarding the threat of foreign imperialism and dependency limits on trade performance without defensive obligation limits on debt and increased import duty. All of it would serve towards the ultimate cause, the cause of Russia free from threats both externally and internally, a Russia which would be seen by the world as an equal power of its own right, a Russia which one day would stand alongside the US itself as a bastion of democracy and stability. She looked up once more, nodding to the camera. She clustered around the desk littered by the silver pen, gilded across the page, leaving her signature on the hand marked approved. The reporter clapped politely, but her focus was elsewhere, out of the window. Far away, she imagined every city and town of Russia, every mansion, apartment, and rural hut. The people of the Republic now lived in a world that just became a bit safer for Russia. Our sovereignty once more is assured. So we get the Volksches Biobrak, which is a German thing, gets President Salinas signs the National Sovereignty Act. There's a bunch of other things such as trade limits, high protectionism, low income weighted taxation, a lot of things. So that's been done. So in the health order, the President signs the National Sovereignty Act. In a bold policy move, the President of the Russian Republic, Stalina, has signed the ambitious bill within intends to secure the economy and political sovereignty of the Russian state. Within the bill is an arsenal of trade stipulations and requirements, the most extreme of which places a limit on the value of trade deals with non-allied foreign nations. They make the newly established republic. This notable bill is projected to seriously limit our ability for the foreign nations to purchase Russian oil reserves without first committing to a defensive arrangement with the rest Russian state, in a matter of consistent with the President Salinas theory of sovereign democracy. The state once more driven a hard bargain with the international community in the name of Russian independence. A bold move. Moving forward. I think the Kazakh Soviets are doing quite well. Yeah, maybe this time they actually win. It will be interesting. The financial crisis in Nanjing. Ready for their survival. Again, Bushback. Been peace somewhere in the globe, I don't know where. Got shining presidents. Since we can't influence the Urals because the Urals no longer exist, we will have to wait till 1969, January 1st, 1969. Wonder. Allow dip low. You can't even do diplomatic with this thing. We're gonna look up how to fly a wall. Does it even have a tag? Questions to be learned. Alright, let time pass. Busy recording. Recording. Declare war. Win wars. Bit Axe Nation tag. So T debug and space TRL. Hey, T debug. We've gained all this land. So they've got regional integration of Orenburg, Beloretsk, Magnitorsk, and Orsk. So you expand yours downwards into the new lands. I guess you put border with Kazakhstan. So that's been done with. Romania banned as Transnistria, which has now become German. The Die Geibenet des Militärbefahrungsschreibers in Transnistrien. No idea what that means. But it's something about Transnistria. They're coming very close to Constantine. Exploit uranium deposits. Yeah. Also force more party unity. Yeah, they managed to get Karangon. Thank you. So you get to see some invade West Siberia. Republic of Bulgaria exists. Monarchy been taken down. And now by these people. Still above Italy. I think Italy's actually doing quite well. Economics here. Yeah. Italy doing quite well. I mean, they lost this part. But yeah. Got France. Entirety of the Southern Balkans. Yeah. All I'm missing is Spain and boom. Everything's done. Still need to give Italy a foreign wars thing. Disrespectful that they didn't. And they can actually intervene in other wars. Ironically. And for a nation that doesn't have a foreign thing, it's better to know which wars you can get into. Somehow Spain has it and Italy doesn't, which I think is kind of dumb. Yeah, global range operations. Got torpedoes. Good stuff. Get sonar. And get fortunately, undergoing recent actions, it seems that all hopes of peace in the international state has claimed that the United States sends half a region or Russia is trying to be expelled all our citizens from the border as the military starts to mobilize class rise table. Worrying. So it's so that's when the Euro's a thing. Oh sorry, agent got captured. Ref him. Yeah, anti-tank 2. That's gonna do a lot for us. So time. Got jet engines. Get jet interceptors. We're going all jet. Robert F. Kennedy gets a second term. Well done, good sir. The Thai president's been kidnapped. Don't worry. Hope you do well, sir. He's been crowned president. Somehow playing it's an improvement. You honestly don't really see it. However, he is a member of the Canop and Raptor behind. I think of Canna Rhapsodon. Very similar things. Canna Rhapsodon just means People's Party. Could be the same thing and I just don't notice. Anyway. Moving on. Eggs. Yeah, the Kazakh Soviet Republic's collapsing. Don't care. Do care more about you. So Euro warring. After we've done all of that, we will be well prepared to invade the Urals. Or have invaded them. Which I have. Get big destroyer holes. Reinforce party unity. So get prepared for Turkic border and possibly establish Ural locations. Most of this one's done. Oh no! Troops begin. Borders are clear. There's something going on downstairs. War face our nation. Troops gonna take all. 43, 42, 41, 50. I mean, I could go basically now, kind of. They have legitimately nothing to stop me, so yeah, screw it. They have nothing to stop me. Literally, they have nothing to stop me. It's literally a fractured state. I don't even think. You know what they're getting into. Here then. Go to here. There's lots arm plant captured. Go to you. Lots managed. Lots dead lots. Managed to pull out a lot of troops, surprisingly. If you only press me again, I swear to. Thank you. You go to Novoletsk. You go to Sarampol. You're going to Uzink. That's been destroyed. If you see the thing that you've already clicked on reappear under this Russian thing, go to where it says lost first, then go back to where it's captured, or you won't get the buff at all. It's dumb, but it's how it works. You go to Penchora. You go to Tortuga. You integrate the lots. I need to go over to here. Tag FVR. That's the three lines from slots. And delete all the troops because they're way too built up for me to actually fight them. Tag com. And go forth. It takes the lots. Now Katarinaburg. You go to Chelyabinsk. Special Group 5 has been destroyed. You go down to Yegorsk. The Euro Automotive plant has been taken. Off the vehicle powerful. Euro Automotive plant reopened to enact aid who's founded. Onwards, countrymen. Problem. Yeah, sorry for not reading those, but I'm not gonna reread them just in case I lose them again, because the events when capturing stuff is very unstable. Also, the Forest and Soviet Socialist Republic is versus the Grand Principality of Central Siberia. An interesting fight. Jetcast 1. You go to Gorsk. Tortuga is in sight. Come on, lads. Come on. Socialist Republic of Kazakhstan 1, as expected. Move one there. Send most of you to here. Lost. They can't activate in the block. In plan agents that are soldiers and off-road vehicles. Was in plan true victory of our people of future Russia. Onward, countrymen. And I think I might need to tag Olsk. Okay, key debug. Need to tag OMS troops because they have weight name. Delete you, delete you, delete you, tag com to above. Integrate Yekaterinburg and Timon, and then infantry in here. Yeah, all of you. And move. You Gorsk in. You down to here. You to Ningxi Tagil. New Tagil County. Ningxi is the Russian version of saying new. Iberia Bosch is its council. You go to Omsk. And you say go to Ishakil. And you go to Tara. There's that's been dealt with. Now to Nyagan. You go to Zerga. Vortuka gulags have been captured. There's a whole bunch of planes and presidents, you know, try to leave relax and while we can strike things here in the icy weights and the unbelievable torture of the natural prison and serves as a reminder of the weakness of man, of the enemy's men lay scattered across the courtyard, buried in debris, torn pieces by marine gun fire, with blood fleshy paint on dark brick walls. The smell of gunpowder was thick, and the silence after battles was deafening. We were in a place of immense suffering, whilst many of our men broke down the doors and scurried in rummages for loot. Others loaded their weapons and gazed at the daunting sight that dwarfed them, with the Gulag logic preserved from war. However, this does pose a question: are we to close the site forever, or let it remain as a wreck of our barbarous past? Or must we plunge our hands into the dirty realities of war so that Russia may live on? Never again, not like this. There we go. So Vortuga's been taken. Gain both of those places. Yeah, I know we captured it. Send some troops up north to deal with you. You go to Surgut. Destroy the Surgutans. You get to the Naui port, or North Port. That's been dealt with. You go to here. You go to here. What's you doing? You're doing quite well. Almost got to Irkutsk. Interesting. Steady. Here. I will get some consumer goods. More troops have summoned into being. Hit you and then you. Yeah, the last four off you. Get into under Victor Labadov first. Lev a Shutkov can go and border Finland, and you can border Kazakhstan. Regional Development Omsk. Omsk is down here. Very small city down here. Where you want to do? One troop onto here. You're in Recon. So Utka, so Uskalom. And 20. You're in Utka. To run out of all of that, so you'll be in Danny. Alright. We go to Salkahad, got Surgut, Nadia, we go to Novi Port. Novi Port's been taken, and so is Salkahad. Now Surgut and Salkahad are both now ours. And now Russian unification, so we become from the Russian Republic to the Russian Republic. Let's get the event first. Well, of course, it's going to be Southern inspired. Election year. The people of Russia are geared up for election season. An idea once unthinkable scant decades now, the Russian people decide their fate. Nation, their leaders, political bodies, big and small, paying their supporters for backers across the nation. Thousands of volunteer staff candidates make their way to depart, rise, touch speeches, debates, and dominate the headlines. Coming months, candidates will scrutinize issues, debates, and at the end, millions of voters will be able to hear their voice heard by the powers that be. We are PSD, strong and sovereign Russia. The 1969 election. It is time for new elections. The usual suspects are running fierce campaigns that make their way to the top. And as always, only one will become Russia's helmsman for the next few years. Of course, considering our current position as the masses of Western Russia, whoever wins the presidency is likely to go down in history as one of the finally made the nation whole again after nearly 30 years of strife. Such a fact is not lost on the contenders, who each have their own ideas on how the unification should play out. Oh Lord, we're back again. For the 7 euros of DSNP, we got the Trans-Ural area, except Nizhny Tagil. Western Siberia is a mixed smash. Northern Siberia is a majority us. Ural region is majority us. Transvolga is majority us. Same as Yoska Ola. Central Russia, I mean. But the Arctic region is still a mixed mash of everyone else. So, Let's go with 7 Urals. I don't entirely know what I'm looking at, so I can't really tell you how this works. We have planes in reserve. So, Northwestern Siberia review. Our reviewmen will go to the Grand Principality of Central Siberia's border. We have just taken Irkutsk. So, the mighty foe we have to face. Power play. To the surprise of everybody across the country and beyond, Alexander Yakovlev, an up-and-coming politician from Archangelsk Oblast, has won the primaries to the candidate of the People's Democratic Socialist Party. Originally consisted as a dark horse candidate of the party, he narrowly beat the moderate opponent. For years, Yakovlev has been representative of the DNSAP's left wing for years, advocating for a stronger left-wing economic policy, and had led the charge against the party's economic liberalization. This, combined with his support amongst the former front-held regions, have now catapulted him to the status of major presidential candidate. While many of the right of the DNSAP rumble of Yakovlev's, the centre and left wing have openly congratulated the candidate on his victory and are expected to regret representation of the National Assembly. Whether he wins the presidency, however, remains to be seen. Let's see what this youngster can do. It will take start letting us see the winner's place. Will it still be her? Will it be someone else? No. Following updated, yada yada yada. Ooh, time to take on the horse race. So West Siberia, we are nowhere even close. In Northern Siberia, still in the lead in Sargahad, not so good. The Trans-Ural area, we're good in everywhere except Nizhny Tagil and Zalot. In the Southern Urals, we are basically out the board except in Belgorod, Sibay, Chelyabinsk, Minsk for part, Magnitogorsk and Orsk. Ural region, we are strong in Gavny. What is Gainy and Urals? Never mind that. We're good in Berezinkini, Perm, Zaikata, Nazreni Chalet, where that is, Ufa. We're good in Transvolga region. We are not in Nizhny Novgorod, but we are in the rest. In Central Russia, we are basically on top. That's alright. Arctic Circle, we've got a few more seats than expected last time. Both in Onega and Vientriger and Podovs. Still don't know why it's called Anajavari. Most because the DNSAP has getting support from a former member of the front, so that makes sense. So next is Trans-Ural region after Southern Volga, Southern Urals. The end of wonders. We have come so far, where once the government was mere warlord, the mere world holding the scraps of Russian land. We can now assert ourselves a proper nation on the world stage, having made it the final basket of candidate to unify Russia. Our country can stand proud and accomplished. Look at the road ahead and determined. This progress is filled our citizens with awe, even as we rebuild the country, its infrastructure and industry. However, our success have rendered the wonder of old much less critical of our efforts. Where once holding on to the relics of a happier past gave our government legitimacy and gives our people tools needed for survival, the wonder under our control is now a tiny proportion of our overall assets. They are no doubt continuing to inspire our people, and they shall stand as mementos to the warlord era, but ages where holding on to wonder was of great importance have come to an end, onward to an uncertain future. So, special effects on all wonders shall be removed. What the hell does that mean? Wait, so we just don't get any of these. Yep, we got none of those. Okay. A new reformer. The meteoric rise of the Iron Governor Konstantin Kashushev has continued. I think Konstantin Kashushev was in our Onega run. Yeah, he was the leader of here of the industrialists. Has continued unabated as he recently secured the leadership of the SMR as a whole and thus its official nomination as upcoming presidential election, leveraging enormous personality of support, political influence within Nizhny Novgorod. In the wake of the three-time SMR candidate Ivan Morozov, recently announced of retirement, moved quickly to position himself as the candidate of succession, although other senior party figures soon did the same, much as it did his earlier gubernatorial election. I think they may have done a spelling mistake. Katushev's early advantage and quick action proved decisive as he was elected leader of the SMR on the first ballot. This surprised many observers who were expecting multiple rounds of negotiations by candidates. Amongst SNR caucuses, however, as we was advantaged the increasingly degree of party centrality upon Nizhny Novgorod only supported bid Kashushev, followed by other contenders, as seems to quickly collapse amongst the contingency of the SMR's deputies not already have formed districts around the city. Having secured his party nomination, Khrushchev is soon, along with candidates put forward by other parties, expected to begin his national campaign for presidency, with many have expressed certainty that the policies of the young reformers are likely to find little support outside the urban centres, as others will be quick to identify Khrushchev's skill in tracking and packing some of our ideology. Only time will tell if opinion proved correct, all but inevitable. I have no idea what's going on. But moving on. You trying. At least we're getting control of Omsk. That's a good thing. PSD campaign. Citizens of the Republic, listen to me. Long has our nation been broken by the Germans, forced to cower beneath the shadow of the Kaiser and the Führer. What I say on this day, no more. No more shall we cower beneath the Germans. No more shall we suffer for its wrath. No, today we shall stand against the Germans and those who seek Russia to remain fractured. We will make sure no son or daughter of Russia will ever watch the Luftwaffe rain hellfire from the skies. No more, for I swear that if the PSD is elected, we will unify and take Russia and take Moscow from the German scum. So, who will stand with me? Who will fight for your nation and make sure our flag is known in the world stage? Yeah, the Grand Principality of Central Siberia is going to take over Siberia. Also, stuff is happening in northern Transylvania. What is it? Trans-Ural region. Is it? Yes, Trans-Ural. Trans-Urals. Yeah. Let's check the Urals. So we got quite a lot of seats. Let's hope the horse race still is in our favour. After all, with all elections, much as we try, it still is a very strange waste. Changed strange race. So the best I'm trying to do as best I can to help the PSD. Well, so why is D in an actual Russian? It's NCA. Which damn. So maybe a bit disenfranchised, counting unlike our Central Siberian counterparts. They're still holding to wonders. Polling stations have updated. How are we? Got our lead there still. Still have nothing in Western Siberia except for Omsk. Trans-Ural region was still in the lead in several places, excluding Ningxi Talia and Zalots. Although they have gained significant in Sarampol. Severed Urals are all except Orsk or DNSP leads. The Ural region itself is entirely under our control. Same as most of Transvolga except Novinsky Novgorod, which is DSNP, which is ironic, kind of the SMR leader is from Novinsky Novgorod. We're basically holding in central Siberia, central Russia, Arctic Circle. We've got the strong in the anti-communist volunteer guard regions. That's it. So yeah. Let's see, we're both significant in Trans-Urals. I think I'm doing Trans-Urals actually. Reinforced Parties Unity. Yeah, I'm doing Trans-Urals anyway. Put you onto here. Stop training you. Continue training you. Still haven't seen anything that says we're supporting us. The Sovereign Democratic Party was founded at a time when Komi faced threats largely from within. It was called by those who see democracy preserved from the radicals by any means necessary. Some of our parties argue for that our purpose has been served no longer to do who radicals threaten to steal our freedom. Instead, the officials of the PSD argue that we must look outward. Effective immediately, the party's platform of coalition will incorporate strong pro-unification methods. However, the nature of Russian legislature will be left largely in the hands of the local politicians. The focus on national government will be on massive rearmament programs and will improve industry infrastructure and provide employment to hundreds of thousands of Russians who can compete with that. Patriotic platform indeed. Ironically, because it's called a patriotic platform. Fully unified and an ideologically centrist. Wonder if we will succeed, wonder if we will fail. Let us hope. Also, next we're doing Western Siberia. Because I can see parts where we can overtake the DSNP. Also, it seems that Iberia's collapsed. Hey, if do another run into the Soviets, we may get Magnitogorsk. You do Ural region. You need to do Transvolga. Stress the border issue. Just across the AA line lies an occupied homeland. Long ago, Bucharest Soviet Union fell to Germans occupied the heartland of our country. Later, Voroshilov's Revolution Front tried to take it back, but the Russian War and the Republic's independence led to the war's eventual failure. However, now that we have the opportunity, while we cannot invade the remnants of Moscow right now, we can start to press the issue of the border to the general republics. Troops will be sent to ensure that the wars who have emerged do not invade the republic, and Russian refugees are taken care of. We cannot take back what is rightfully ours so long as our flanks are exposed, but we certainly can make our case known to that all Russia, including Moscow, is rightfully ours. So border places will be more supported by us. And after this focus and the new mandate, let's hope that we succeed. Yeah, 48 minutes remaining. God be praised. Well, the obvious happened. The Kingdom of Siberia, that's new. I've got to be Grand Principality of Siberia, but Kingdom is good as well. Polls updated. Let's see. PSD is still significant in Salcard. Got Kani Manyatsk in our lead. So it's Ekaterinburg and Omsk. So we've got a bunch of theirs. Transurals, we've got Sarampol, Negen, Gorsk, Orcs, Nigitugil, and Zlotsk, taking the entire Trans-Ural region. Haven't got these regions, but we are getting close to getting Sibay, Cherubin, well not Cherubins, but Sibay. We've got Magnatorsk. Let's go. Orsk. We've got all of these places. There's the entire Ural region, Transvolga region. It's a beat up for Nizhny between the SMR and the DNSAP. We've got Chaborsky, Syrizian, Otkray, Samara, although it's on a of angle, Ivanchenkovo, and Balakova. Most of central Russia except Volgodotsk. That, most of central Russia, and are taken most of GNSAP, excluding the Onegan areas. You go under Tagir Kushimov and Alexander Fofanov, and guard this area. Going for good, or may come over it. Yes, so training, you should train. Anti-air gained. For its Gen 1 night vision equipment. Generation 1 nightmare vision equipment. DNSAP done their campaigning. Now we do ours. I think going into the Arctic Circle. Industrial management, stress border issues, and the new mandate. The election is upon us. Hordes of civilian citizens can be seen rushing schools, public offices, and other polling state places in order to let their voices be heard. By the high instance of power while they place their trust in the hopes of the better future by voting for their preferred parties, the candidates. The countdown starts as Russia's future is decided by its people. In 21 days. Going to be a very busy election. Hopefully it's a PSD victory. Oh, I said SMR. Don't know why. Hopefully that's not a precognition thing. Dear God. When the actual next unification thing? 1971. So we got the remainder of 1970 autosave. Kuan Kampuchi was updated. So we got strong lead in Svedka, sale card, dominating in Ukraineberg, Kanimansk, and And Omsk, we don't have Timon or Kugan, but hey. You've got Sarampol. I need to go back to Trans-Urals because it's a split leadership on Yingen. Yugorsk has fallen, but we've got these two, so that's good. GSMP's got most of these, excluding. Oh, swipe. We've got Magnitogorsk and Omsk. I know it was alright previously. The Ural region is ours. Transvolga region, ours, excluding Nizhny Novgorod, which is a battlefield between DSP and SMR. Central Russia is a complete wipe for us. Complete overhaul for us. The Arctic region, we are dominating in the Onegan regions, and that's it. Looks to be a very successful year for the PSD. Hopefully those predictions come true. Where was the joint bit? It was Ontario. Where was it? Trying to sort. I'm going. Here, Trans-Ural region. Trans-Ural. Improved jet engines. Moving forward, we have just stopped the election. Victor B. Following months of debates, speeches, politicking, and campaigning, a big day is finally arrived. Volunteers across the nation begin to open the ballots, and candidates and voters settle around radio, street corners to wait the results. As the mayor election for mayor, governors, and other bodies may focus rest general election, who will lead Russia through the coming years. Votes tied, ballots counted, when it declared the election. Lets the best candidate win, due to the unknown bug which breaks the Russian election system. Results can currently be ignored. Instead, the party you choose which campaign will be automatic. So we will automatically win. This is all bugged out. So victory PSD due to the fact that the Comey election thing is bugged, and they can't fix it. Well done, TNO team, you have just saved Russia. I'm not even saying that a sarcastic thing. I'm pretty sure I don't even know how to work it anyway. So PSD wins the election. With Russia unification drawing closer and closer, it has become clear that the election may determine the fate of the entire motherland. The campaign of this election was fierce, with each of the parties wanting to be the party that unified the motherland. In the end, Sovereign Democratic Party won the election, the newly elected President Stalina giving her inauguration speech in front of the National Assembly earlier today. Formed from on to fight the threat of extremism in the old Communist Republic, the PSD now stands the most nationalist party of the Russian Free Republic. Having always pushed the most for unifying the motherland with the annexation of Western Siberia, President Stalin has promised to stomp out communism, the Black League remnants, and a pairing of infrastructure in the region, and destroyed by the war. PSD nationalist rhetoric appears to have struck a chord with the voters, who clearly desire to see the motherland made whole once more. With Svetlana Stalina now possibly overseeing the unification of Russia, all of Russia waits to see how she will determine the motherland's future, for democracy, for the republic, and for the motherland. As the PSD becomes a ruling party, they already were. Svetlana Stalina becomes liberal conservative, they already were. And against Steel Maiden, she already was. They had a bit onto it. All the previous guys were there. Nothing changed. What did change was all of this. Nice. So, before we start with all this, let's start into the atomic age. Russia has long been regarded by powers near and far as a backwater, a vast steppe full of peasant farmers. Well, it's 37 minutes to go. And decades of revolution, collapse, and civil war has done little to challenge this perception. But this will soon change with the resources, human and otherwise, that we have acquired during the campaign of reunification. We possess the ability to begin a nuclear program. The power of the atom will greatly equalize the game of geopolitics, and we shall act as to harness it for ourselves. So, well done, bugged system. You weren't even needed. Glory be to Svetlana Salina of the Big Tent ideological party of the Partia Serenoya Noi Demokrati, or Democratic Sovereignist Party. There's been a bloodless coup in Jamaica. Pretty sure the game will basically end after the death of Siberia, because that's usually what happens after one side unifies Russia. But we'll see what happens when it happens. Will we get an extra part of a focus tree that invades Germany? Most likely not. But if there is, cool. Following updated. Yeah, I don't go down. I think this thing is broken and I don't care. Because the results are already in. It was a stupidly massive week. So we gain 7,423. The SMR gains 181. And the DNSAP gains 196. Well, in total, we got 92% of vote, 92.2% of votes. SMR gets 2.2, and DNSAP gets 2.4. We got 184 delegates. The SMR gets 4. DNSAP gets 5. A complete sweep, and we have already won. Establish closed facilities. Just as we desperate to unlock the secrets of the atom, our enemies are equally desperate to prevent us from doing so. Although, from many ways to increase security, very few of absolute security, or absolute security is necessary. We will take steps when the stakes are so high. We will therefore sequester our nuclear program, laboratories, enrichment facilities, reactors, and product lines in closed cities. These cities will not permit entry or exit to anyone without direct authorization of the highest level of government. Although cumbersome and expensive such as irrelevant, we must have the safety and security for the program, and we will. The end of the election season. Well done, everyone. That's our results. That's all that. Project Molnia. It has different names if you apply different conditions. Develop Physics Institute, issue research grants, approach immigrant scientists, and studies foreign developments. So we can increase it so we can get a bomb. You go to here. Ready. You are training. Reinforce party unity so that we are 100% unified, and soon this will go. So let's be honest, we've already got the results, we don't need to know that. What's going to happen next? Reserve the fleet. Yeah, they get the same part of the focus tree about the bomb. It's same for everyone, except the names are different. This part's different, or female candidate, princess. You can check what leather version of it's called if they're even doing it. Trinidad declares independence. We're done Trinidad and Tobago. I wonder if the Black Power Revolution happens, but we'll see. See it. Capone Reyes is elected president in Argentina. Of that, now Foundation for Research. More than 20 years of civil work has, among many other things, all but destroyed the education infrastructure of the nation and has led to immigration or death of most competent scientists and physicists. If we are to have the hope of continuing the completing our nuclear program, we must address this. We cannot wait for skilled scientists to make themselves known or return from afar, or for advanced institutes to be reclaimed. We must act. We will directly fund the universities and research centers that we have and monitor them closely for students of loyalty and aptitude who can be directly recruited into our development program. Hiding election results. I'd like to more maybe most. Over next time. I think this is going to be a slow remaining 20 minutes. It's just going to be us learning how to make the bomb. Strong foreman and oh, damn. I must have missed something because I think Kennedy got shot in the head. Oh dear. Oh dear indeed. Also, the Algerian legionary troops are now independent. Will they collapse? Also, this is French. Yeah, technically, this is French. Means Cite Catholique means Catholic city. Also, why do you have French Algiers isn't up to anyone's guess. Infantry weapon number 6. No idea what to do with you. Light infantry artillery. Don't care about you. And moving on. A national New Zealand. Come on. Thank you. Has Australia become a republic? No. Is New Zealand a republic? Also no. Why does Fiji exist? Like, seriously, I don't know why do you even exist. If it shouldn't it be technically Japanese if it exists? It's my fault in the entire situation. In other news, Guinea-Bissau exists and will later join the uh, Pan-African Community for Mutual Economic Assistance and the Pan-African Liberation Front. Anyway, address the uranium problem. Russia is truly an enormous land possessing many varied resources in a vast abundance. Unfortunately, however, uranium is not one of those. So far as we know, without a steady, reliable supply of uranium, we will have no program and thus no bomb. We must therefore make every effort in order to find this supply as soon as possible, no matter what cost it. We must find new sources of fissile material. We'll go to there. Nuclear energy technology. Catalonia is attacking Iberian federal government. If they succeed, they get there's a terrorist attack on Italy. The Piazza Fontana bombing, to be exact. They gain Castellon and Valencia, ironically. Pretty sure the Phalangists are going to win. Get basically Badashti is appointed Afghan Prime Minister. Disillusionment of the West Indies, so there's a bunch of new states. Grenada hasn't existed. It's now of Trinidad and Tobago, now Trinidad, Tobago and Grenada. But Barbados exists. The Democratic Labour Party. Trinidad, Tobago and Grenada live under the People's National Movement, although it can be changed into the Black Power Movement. This is led by the People's Political Party of St. Vincent and the Grenadines of Ebenezer Joshua. They're led by, so far, Eric Williams. St. Lucius is led by the United Workers' Party under John Compton. Compton. Martinique is led by the Socialist Party of George Murray Anne. Dominica is led by the Dominican Labour Party of Patrick Rowland John. Guadeloupe is led by the Guadeloupe Communist Party of Marcel Garga. The remainder of the West Indies Federation is living on Montserrat under the West Indies Federal Labour Party of Grantley Herbert Adams. And Antonique, Barbados and Montserrat, which doesn't have Montserrat, led by the progressive labour movement of George Walter. Was that part of Guadeloupe? That's part of St. Kitts and Nevis. Where the hell is the rest of St. Kitts and Nevis? Anyway, we also have Aguila. It's led by the People's Action Movement. Whoa! Yes, please. Led by Frederick Albert Phillips. The British Virgin Islands is now under British control. The US Virgin Islands under US control. Suriname still owns Curacao. And that's all we know. Tobago can fall into a Black Power revolution. And hopefully that will happen. Gang, Jamaica. And this bit has fell to infighting between the Himmlerites, French warlord, socialists, Flandrian warlord, French, Belgium warlord, and Belgian Dutch warlord. Who knows will it be? But it seems these guys aren't fighting the Dutch guys, but are fighting Himmler and the communists. Expand the Kurgan mines. While efforts to locate additional resources in uranium domestically have borne fruit. Just east of the Urals, near the city of Kurgan, surveyors are claiming found massive deposits of uranium ready for exploitation. In order to secure a deposit, an entire mining operation and infrastructure surrounding it will have to be built from scratch. The effort will be enormous and cost even greater, but such is irrelevant. We must have that uranium. Going at a moderate pace of 7%. Which will increase the progress by a bunch of things. To be exact, the theoretical development. We're also getting a bit of material procurement as well. The Republic means dead, by the way. All this is helping our theoretical research, except this one, which is helping monthly progress. The new Belgian order has been destroyed. So it seems like the order state will win again. You know what? We're gonna do the first hack. Oh, it's not the first. One of the hacks of the day. Eat a bug. Done the first hack one before. Tag Berg. I'm going to let the. Is that biased? 100% no questions asked. Will it be fun? Yeah, it'll be fun. Tag com. That's com. Spoke. Get rid of that factory stuff. The flanges have won. Oh, okay, they still need to defeat the Republic. But Catalonia's definitely won from that. I mean, you got all their claims. So we've got Valencia, Castello. Oh, they even got the Balearic Islands. True victory right there. Kingdom Morocco seems to have pieced out with. No, they have not. They're just destroying the rift before they get destroyed by the Mauritians, which are very much coming into their own lands. You go over there under the rulership of Mansur Abdullah. So this is now majority Dutch. We have 60 minutes to the left of the video. And since neither of these are fighting each other, well, that was a big bet. They source foreign material. If we cannot find enough uranium to support our program domestically, we shall look further afield. Agents, legal or otherwise, will be dispatched across the world to research and investigate both the rumored uranium deposits, whether we must buy or trade for it, or steal it, we will acquire it. The program must continue, and a bomb cares little for where the material inside it comes from. Also, it seems like Germany just ate Denmark. Yeah, they just ate Denmark. Also, communists appeared in a video. The Australian Workers' Battalion. Also, the Republic's dead. So, Phalange Spain exists. Forced by Unity. Well, that's been done. Material procurement's been boosted. That's been boosted. Good. Get integrated sector companies. Kingdom of Albania also exists, by the way. Still led by Tevfik Mborja. By the way, Tevfik Mborja never actually led Albania. Ever. He was just the leader of the Albanian fascist party. I don't think he even ruled it once. I get it why he rules it now, kind of later in the timeline. In actual timeline, he never actually ran for it, but this is the real feel. Technically will make sense. Make some more sense. Unified and centrist. Please do not destroy my. Chase the sun. Although it will be a long time before we have operational nuclear weapons, we will have successfully built and the infrastructure necessary to ensure that we eventually will. Our laboratories and research facilities are constructed and secured. Our educational institutions are turning out scientists and necessary skills. Our agencies have. Give me 12 minutes. These constructed our educational institutions and turning out scientists. This with the necessary skills, our agencies have secured both domestic and foreign sources of vital materials. All that is left is time. When the day has come and we will complete our first nuclear test, we can take pride on both in the fact accomplishments and in the knowledge that Russia will at long last be free from outside interference. So you have 11 minutes remaining, although it's going to be less than that most likely. After this focus. So after this focus, the video ends. Originally it was planned for 2 hours, but time's not always on your side. So 11 minutes away. So it's now Flanders, Spain versus the Catalonians and the Catalan Republican Party. So you go to here. You're trained already. Get advanced rifles. What? Suriname's anti-government protests. That is unique. Germany has taken over that. Ooh, 25, 26, 27. And we're done. With that, video due. Next time we'll do the sovereign mandate. And soon we will unify Russia. But that's next video. Currently, I've unified Western Russia and Western Siberia, the two Wests. Next time, we'll unify the rest of Siberia. So, hope to see you next time. China's purple, and we'll see you next time. Alright, this has been Malta Limited, signing off. Bye bye.